On Friday, February the 3rd, 2023, I posted 3,856 to the Anachronisms blog. It's called Nor Triumph Nor Resounding Tragedy. She did not want to think of her, but it was February, and truth be told, she might have wanted her to be about this sad. The old tree looked as if this time would be the time that it would finally give in, bent as it was, so parallel to the very ground from which it had with such fragility sprung those several dozen years ago. Not stare into the darkness, into its cursed, unholy face, was what each lingering leaf held on to tell the world around it. Those left that held on for dear life, as the wind worked endlessly at separation and inevitable splintering of everything that got into its way with its corrupt, torrential breath, which was a screaming movement that, as always, made its way right up and to the cabin door, which for hours of that foul night would lick and bite at it with such a harried fuss that the door would all but certainly give in to all the fiendish howl of wound-inflicting wind, to leave a gaping hole from which the home could then breathily consume all those who dreamt that they were safe, tucked tightly into beds. Surely by morning they'd each and all be dead, having given hours hence their last thanks without even a chanced farewell. But just before they arose, the storm had made its way into the next property in hopes of catching it a little easier to overwhelm and then destroy. So there she was again, her butt beside the creek bed, so that each of her toes would feel the ripple and swirl of the fast-risen whoosh of water that was somehow held as it moved wetly west. All those horrid thoughts were swimming so frenetically about inside of her head that she had nearly found her dreams again before she felt a little tug, and she, a bit startled, looked up and out to see the red-snubbed cork go hells-a-poppin' for a moment, and then slip distinctly down and out of sight, such that her bamboo cane bent into such an arc that she was all but certain that it was all about to snap in two. But tragedy lost triumph once again, just like it apparently had last night. Soon, just before the whiskered cat that had been filleted and sliced just so, when a sizzle on the grill, it would be hung up on the scales kept in her father's barn. As things turned out, she'd been hung the same way, and to the ounce one miraculous morning long ago, yet as God-forsaken as today, when all the remnants of torture had laid the land bare. That was the night she lost her mother. She brought the cool, raw fingers of the fish out to her dad and watched him crack a bit of a grin as he lay each one down upon the grill on this fog-ridden morning full of the promise of upcoming torrent and disarray. They fed without thinking, this but mostly contented family. It was to be another damp and intermittently gleaming day, a time for work and the dispensation of unpleasant thinking, and that she surely did.